Hello, I am Madhu, and my today's topic is Who Am I? This is going to give you a different perspective about me. It may trigger you, or it may bring up a lot of question, you know, and it is absolutely okay. And uh, and this video is about me and my authentic expression in this life. So, some of you who have been connected with me must be knowing that I have been on a spiritual path from last 3 years, and I started this spiritual path with a initiation of twin flame awakening. I will give a brief introduction what exactly is twin flame awakening. This is for the people who are not aware of what twin flames are, and the twin flame community, this is very common, they will just understand it by this. So this is for the common people who are not exactly into twin flames, and you may understand it theoretically, but you will not understand the depth of it, because if you have not experienced by yourself, and that is absolutely okay, just have the awareness, that's it. You don't have to do anything for yourself. So it's a part of the consciousness that have started awakening to the true self, and it has happened with most of the people very naturally. There was nothing, like absolutely there was nothing, and then they meet a person with a opposite gender, like another like a lover, somebody, you may not get into a romantic relationship, so you cannot claim them as your lover, but you experience that high depth of romance. All of a sudden things will not happen anything physically, but there will be a lot of energy around your heart, like a lot of flood of love energy that will come from your heart chakra. That is how it begins. And when that love floods in your heart chakra, all that you experience is like you try to find out the person externally, like where is that person with whom I can exchange this love. But I also started like that. When that awakening started, I was looking for that love externally, was trying to find out a person with whom I can share that love. Then I happened to meet my guru, and they were specifically into twin flame awakening. And then I got to know what exactly it is. That opening of the heart chakra is a call for deeper love and knowing about yourself. And as we don't have that awareness, and we just understand that that love feeling can be experienced with a person, so we get lost, we get lost in the external world, trying to find out the person with whom like we can share that love. But there will be no productive improvement that will happen if we keep continuing finding the person externally, because it's the inner awakening. The people who are currently going through the natural twin flame awakening process, this begin with a like dark night of soul, because once that heart chakra start opening, there will be a flood of love within the self. And with the current consciousness, like with the current life situation, we understand that life is full of struggle, life is full of pain, life is full of suffering. So what happens, we don't understand where is the place of this love, this much of love in this life. And then the struggle begins, even to understand what exactly it is happening. So the spiritual truth here is actually it is just a connection getting established between the human body and God, and source. I would like to give one example so that you can understand. First of all, the truth of God, or the truth of you, is, you can just take it, because this is what it is. and then you explore within yourself. So what exactly it is, like you can see the universe, right? Universe, you just forget about any image, or maybe Krishna, maybe Buddha, maybe Jesus, maybe anything, okay? Even those were the expression of the supreme consciousness, they were a expression. So like that, you are also a expression of supreme consciousness, okay? And you don't know that connection. When you are deep into your karmic life, you will not understand that connection if you don't explore that within yourself through your awakening. So the truth is, you can just see you are just an extension of that supreme consciousness. And as you are an extension of supreme consciousness, there is no truth that you are designed to experience pain, suffering, rejection, abandonment, or any sort of those vibrations. Those are not making you feel good, because that is not the nature of the supreme consciousness. Because the nature or the characteristic of supreme consciousness is love and peace. That is what is the natural state of any human experience. Yes, absolutely. That if you are believing that you will someday die and then you will experience that love and peace, it's not that way. It doesn't happen that way. Because you cannot experience love and peace like in the form of only the soul, okay? So that's why the people come back and take the birth, rebirth, so that they begin and break that karmic cycle and vibrate up. So the cycle of death and rebirth continues till you break that cycle of pain, suffering, and all that, and you actually connect with the supreme consciousness of unconditional love and peace by being in the body in the lifetime. There is no logic behind rest in peace. There is you don't get peace after dying. No. You can only experience that peace and that unconditional love by being in this body. That's why you will see people are so, there is a big chunk of people who are so inclined and crave to have that peace and unconditional love and connect with God. That's a natural state of every human being, because you are desiring your connection or your origin, your truth with supreme. And you can only do that by ascending the lower vibration. That's what we do. And there are so many spiritual practices available in India. Anyway, there are so many yogic practice and so many things are available. People are by themselves engaging because nobody like to stay in the vibration of pain, suffering, irritation, annoying, frustration, right? Those are not natural vibration. The natural vibrations are love and peace. In that state you will be highly productive, highly alert, and highly intelligent. You are a genius in yourself. You will discover that when you connect with that supreme energy within yourself. So this is what is the truth, okay? And when I began my spiritual journey, I started to search this exactly this, my connection with source. That was what I was doing, and I did my spiritual awakening through a twin flame awakening. That was specific about my spiritual awakening. It was not any yogic practice or any other spiritual practice. It was very specific to the way twin flames awaken. So twin flames are like Shiva and Parvati. There is like a masculine and a feminine polarity, okay? And this is just one unit of soul, but they live in two body, one in a masculine body and another in a feminine body. So anyway, body doesn't matter. I am going to unfold that story in this video. So the energy, that is what it matters, because the supreme consciousness holds that energy as a positive polarity and as a negative polarity. So once you start beginning your ascension, you will end up by connecting with the positive polarity or the negative polarity. Okay, so it doesn't it doesn't matter which is what matters is you will end up either identifying yourself as a absolutely masculine energy or a absolutely a feminine energy. The expression can be different. You can see around, there are like, every person is uniquely expressed, different in height, different in color, different in hair structure, eyes color. There are million different ways the expression has happened. So it doesn't matter in which way the expression is going to happen. What matters is, at the core, are you a masculine energy or are you a feminine energy? Because once you connect with the supreme consciousness of masculinity or supreme consciousness of femininity, you will naturally flow into the peace. That is what happens. So the twin flame consciousness, they are highly engaged in discovering within themselves to understand their consciousness, whether they are masculine polarity and or feminine polarity. So when I did my awakening, and during the corona, this corona has given so many things to so many people. So this is what I discovered for myself when I was going deeper and deeper within myself to understand my truth, my authenticity. I started as a feminine. I had a understanding that I am a female. I had a understanding that like I'm a absolutely female, because I never had attraction towards female. I lived a life as a female, and I have a son, and I was married to a man. So with all that situation, there was no clue that deep within me, the energy within me is a masculine energy. There was absolutely no clue to that. But once I started awakening, and the path to follow is just find your peace. Every step of the path, whatever is coming to your consciousness, there is a way to heal it through a mirror exercise, and you just reach to that peace. Only when you reach to the peace, you will be able to see the truth within you, right? So it is just that step. Keep searching for that peace within yourself, and when you reach that absolute peace, you will be able to see your truth by yourself. And it's a very simple and easy process. There is no drama that happens in it. It's absolutely a simple process. And yes, this is what I am actually a masculine in a female body. And if I say it in a straight way, in the realistic life, I'm actually a transgender, right? So this is what I am. And then when I got to know that, it was a very big challenge for me, because when I got to know that I'm a transgender, yes, one part was my spiritual awakening, but I could not handle uh, the disgust feeling of being a transgender in Indian community. So that was the panic or the fear that came up. So that took me some time to overcome those fear, right? Knowing your truth, but even accommodating that truth to the reality, to the real life, that takes the inner work. Because fears are like being created, right? And you can defeat those fears within yourself, just within yourself, because uh, those fear can have power over you only when you believe into that. So that is the only truth, that if anything is making you scared, if anything is making you fearful, that means you just believe into that. That's not true. That's not true. The truth is only unconditional love and peace. That's it, in whichever form you are being expressed. So my point of making this video is just to make you aware how I discovered my truth and who am I from now, because I would like to be treated as a masculine going beyond. I would love to be greeted as a man. I am going to be express myself physically in the real life as a male, and it is going to look like as a transgender, and I am okay with it, and I invite you to be okay with it, because if you have spent time with me from last 35 years and you never had felt this, so there is no point in continuing like disgust feeling just by the change of this awareness, right? But it's up to you. If you feel that way, you continue, but that doesn't change the truth that there is nothing, and it's more than about me. I want to bring your attention, because when you have that disgust feeling, I will share my experience. There is a big community, not only in India, in the world, that's a part of LGBTQ. And the moment you think about, there is a big separation between the normal community and the LGBTQ community. You know, that's like a part of our society that is not in a healthy situation. You know, healthy situation physically, and also not a healthy situation emotionally. Okay, I will take you deeper into the emotional situation, the fear that I have come across, because I am a coach, and I help people to come over those fears, so that they should not see any separation. Because if you see the truth, the spiritual truth, all of us are like brothers and sisters, right? We are the expression of the supreme consciousness, everyone is. But there is some way this separation has been engraved in the society uh, because of so many benefits that people have taken. But more than that, giving making the complaint about who made it, I will request you to bring that to yourself, and see that why you believed that you need to stay in the victimhood, right? Somewhere you believed that you have to be treated discussed. Somewhere you believed that you need to be treated rejected. Somewhere you believed that you are not worthy of a normal life. It's a absolutely normal life, and everyone has the right to live that normal life, you know, because God has designed everyone to live a normal life. It is just only you and those disgusting beliefs that is keeping you separated from the people. So for the normal people, uh, start seeing, you know, if you have met me and you have never felt anything different, so then there is no point you having a different emotion towards the LGBTQ. Okay, and for the LGBTQ community, the, the so far my experience is there is a big question and a big upset about God, you know, as if they have lost the trust in God. There is a big why, is like, why I am like this, like why I am not like a normal person. Just listen to me. There is nothing wrong within you. There is a purpose why you have expressed in this form. It is up to you to find out that truth within yourself, because it's only your creator, it's only God can tell you why you are created in that way, right? If you are trying to get the validation from the people around you, if you are trying to get that love from people around you, you will never get that, because deep within yourself you don't trust, you know, you don't trust that you are created with a pure purpose. You are created with a uh, with a purpose, you know, that the world is going to experience. But nobody can make that happen to you. You have to walk that path, then only it will happen to you. Okay, so from, and this balance is going to happen over a period of time. But I would like to start inviting you that start seeing within yourself, you know, rather than seeing yourself how the external world is defining you. Start to go within and see why you hold on to that fear, right? There is no point. Uh, nobody have the power to judge you if you don't give that power to them by yourself. correct? So come out, I will say. It's a normal life, and the more you accept it and you open up to that oneness with everybody around you, everybody will accept you. That's the truth, because everybody is one with God, and everybody is a creation of God. So there is no separation. It is just an ego. It's just an ego that is making you believe that you are some way different than others. So if you want to go deeper and break that fear, I would directly invite you to start working with me. Okay, because there is a divine purpose that you will find by going within and understanding your creation, why you are created the way you are. And when you are created like that, find out why you are created like that. It's you only who can find it, nobody else. Okay, thank you. And my friends, like, if you are going to like you are my friend, you have been my friend, and if you are seeing this, and if any way you have gone into shock, so I have a solution for you also. Like, I'm a mind alignment practitioner, and I take care of trauma. So connect with me, and I'll help you to align that shock. Just kidding. It's not that much shocking. I'm still the same person. Just did my haircut, and I'll be changing some of my dresses and something else. And the bigger part is not transgender. The biggest part is not the transgender. I have taken care of it. This is not the big story. This is just the beginning. This is just the introduction. The biggest part is who my twin flame is. Okay, so I'll be going deeper with my spiritual awakening, and I will be coming into my harmonious union, and I will expand, I will serve my life purpose with my twin flame. That's what is my purpose. I know very clearly what my purpose is, and I would like to see who my twin flame is, and share that purpose with the world. So subscribe to my channel and stay connected. Thank you.